What's up racers, RacerBeast here and welcome back to another CSR2 video. Now I am here with Ford Weaver Customs Twister Mistress. This is the final lock-in in Made in America event. And in this video we are going to discuss about a good live racing setup for this car, okay? Now another version of this car is winnable in the Hollywood Showdown. So to participate in the showdown guys, you can win this car at 1300 trophies, okay? Now it doesn't matter which version of this car you have in your garage. Both of them are very similar when it comes to setup, tuning and overall performance. Okay, so the live racing setup that I'm going to show you for this particular spec here applies to the other version of Weaver Customs as well. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the setup. Let's have a look at the upgrades that I have. Now as far as the upgrades go, I have engine at stage 5, turbo at stage 4, intake at stage 3, nitrous at stage 1. For nitrous, it's not a super important upgrade for this car anyways. It barely impacts the performance of this car. So try to keep nitrous on lower stages as much as possible, okay? The downside is you won't be able to tune nitrous, but anyways, as I said, nitrous doesn't affect the performance of this car a lot, okay? Body on stage 5, tires on stage 3 and transmission on stage 4, okay? So this gives me a performance point of 672 and evo point of 1708. So this is a good low pp high evo setup. As I always said in my previous videos, having a good low pp high evo setup gives you a significant advantage when it comes to lobby matchmaking. Quite often you can get placed into lobbies where your opponents are running much slower than you, and as long as you control your runs, as long as you don't go all out, you will still get those wins and not get bumped up that easily, okay? So with that being said, let's have a look at the tuning for this setup. Now keep in mind, as far as the tuning is concerned, your tuning might be slightly different than mine depending upon what fusions you have, but this is just to give you a baseline, okay? So for me, nitrous, anyways, as I said, you cannot tune it because it's on a stage lower than stage 3, but it doesn't matter anyways. Final drive is at 2.30, tire pressure is at 8 psi, okay? So this gives me a dyno of 10.313. Now even if I'm dynoing somewhere around a 10.3, keep in mind I have a low performance point high evo setup, so I will be having a lobby advantage because of that, okay? In fact, in a lot of races I had with this car, I was getting paired up with opponents running 10.4 or even 10.5. so I was probably in a much lower lobby, probably a 10.6 lobby, where I could easily beat my opponents without any issues. So this proves that when you have a low performance point high evo setup, you definitely have a lobby advantage. Now before getting into the live races, let's do a test run and I will show you the shift pattern for this car at this setup. Here we go. Okay, so let's see what we ran there. We ran a time of 10.044 with a dyno of 10.313. So this car is beating dyno by a very good amount, almost by 0.3 of a second. But keep in mind, we have a lobby advantage due to low pp high evo setup, okay? So in order to win live races, you don't need to go all out at all. You don't need to beat dyno. Instead, you should try to control your runs, try to go as slow as you can and still get those wins, okay? Otherwise, you may risk getting bumped up. Controlling your runs is the key here, guys. If you do that, you will stay in the same lobby and not get bumped up at all. And that way, you can continue to dominate your opponents, okay? So, hope you find this setup helpful. Now, I am going to show you a few live races that I mentioned before, but I am going to stop my commentary. Enjoy the live races, guys. This is RacerBeast signing off. See you in another video. Bye.
What's holding you down? I ain't like others. Don't let holding you down.